Hi everyone. Hope you're taking good care of yourself. So today we'll be talking about something in store for luxury brands. Now, in this period of lockdown, everybody is anxious, everybody is trying to spend money wisely. So when this lockdown opens up, do you think that luxury brands will have a bright future or will it be all gloomy? So on that note, the very first thing is I want to ask that you just introspect what is luxury? Luxury is something beyond life. So, whatever we earn, I think it is enough for a living, but it is less for a lifestyle. So, the lifestyle that we have is the luxury. I hope with this statement I have made clear that when I talk about luxury, we are talking about purchases that are not necessary. So, maybe buying a trouser from Zara, getting a haircut at a salon, or buying a Armani attire or buying a belt of Fendi, all these are luxury purchases. We also term these purchases as unnecessary because they are not needed for a living. I think in this period of lockdown, all of us know what is needed for living, and that is family and love. But still, when we talk about business, we talk about marketing, a lot of things lie in the business of these luxury brands. Everybody aspires to own a Benz, wear a Rolex, and drive a Ferrari. So I think if there is no luxury in life, we will not have the ambition to grow. So when I talk about brands who are selling luxury products, of course, at present, the market is gloomy. People are anxious. They have had a perception of financial insecurity. As per Boston Consultancy Group, it says that the luxury brands will suffer a 30 to $40 billion less sales. And this is a global phenomena. This is not a phenomena for a particular country or a particular continent. Now, why is this happening? So this is happening because people are becoming insecure. Like I said, that in this COVID times, we all have understood that life is very unstable and we are just living in the moment. But we should think about future, we should think about our reserves because nobody knew that there would be a lockdown all over and we would be having zero to business inflows and cash inflows. So as per the index of consumer sentiments, it says that people are very anxious and they have a perception of financial insecurity. Now when I say perception, it simply means that they are not insecure, but that fear is creating a perception of insecurity. Now, in that, what happens? It affects their consumer behavior. People try to spend less on products which are not necessary. So, again, we are talking about products which are luxury in nature. So they would avoid or they would postpone such purchases for a later period. Now, if that is the scenario, then what should luxury brands do? So in this period of lockdown, they should use their time very positively and they should try to think of what will happen once things unfold. So when I talk about luxury, again I am emphasizing that these are hedonic purchases. Now what do I mean by hedonic purchases? That we purchase these products to feel happy, to satisfy our ego. So when we go to a mall, we do a window shopping, we feel happy about the things that we are viewing. So that happiness, that fun, that luxury, that feeling of enjoyment comes out of such purchases. So these are not purchases because of utility. Now, so what are the things brands should do? So we will take it one by one. The very first thing is that post-lockdown, sustainable brands will survive. Now, what do I mean by sustainable? By sustainable, I mean that the brands who have been quality and the brands who are classic in nature. So when I talk about watches, so Rolex is well known, Hublot is well known. So a sustainable brand will sustain and it will not only based on loud logo strategy. So maybe just putting a nice logo, adding a brand element which is having a X factor will not make things win now. You have to have a soul inside the product or the brand that you are selling. The second thing. Now the second thing is that when we are talking about post-lockdown, we are talking about communities who are millennials. So these young consumers, because like you know that the highest fatal rate has been in countries like Spain, Italy, who have a very high population which is aging. So now talking to these millennial consumers, the luxury brands have to change the way they are talking to them. You cannot use the same traditional methods that you're using for Generation X for the millennial consumers. So, talking about these millennial consumers who have ultra high net worth, they would like you to engage with them, to communicate to them through a digital media. So, from adapting to the millennials, I come down to the third thing, which is using digital communications. So during this period of lockdown, luxury brands can create virtual communities. So like brands like Harley Davidson, brands like Ferrari, there is a group of buyers who aspires to buy such brands one day. So because this is not the right time to purchase, so what you can do is that you can maintain a digital communication with this consumers. Fourth, you have to keep them engaged. Please remember, if you are not top of the mind, you will lose the race. So in this period of lockdown, even if you're not selling luxury products, you should be communicating to your target audience. You should keep them engaged by writing certain testimonials, podcasts, blogs, or sharing consumer experience, what people had using your brands. And also you can share these stories that you are doing for the humanity during these COVID times. Like we all know that brands like LVMH, which is a leading fashion and luxury brand of France. So it is what they have adapted. They have tried making PPE kits rather than designer garments. And LVMH owns brands like Christian Dior, Fendi, Hublot, Tag Heuer. So during this period of crisis, they have come up to save humanity and mankind. So you can share such stories. Similarly, Armani is making masks. So all this is helping such brands to touch mankind. So these stories can be shared during this period of lockdown, or you can create stories and you can share it with your consumers. The next thing that will help is beyond values. Now, every brand we say that is rooted in brand values. So looking at the Camphor Prism model, which the management people would have known. So there is a value of every brand. There is a personality of every brand. So every brand, except for the values it holds, it has to have values of humanity. It has to become now more sensitive. So consumers believe that luxury brands are more authentic and best in quality. But I now think that they have to go one step ahead, that they have to prove that they are brands which think of human beings. The next thing which I think is that they should innovate their pricing. Now, when I say innovation of the pricing, I mean that when this lockdown opens up and people actually become normal and they start thinking of buying products and spending money on luxuries, they would not be selling big amounts. They would not be spending big ticket amount. So the brands can think, they can reinvent their product mix in such a way that they can come up with lower variants of prices. I'm not saying that you should come out of that niche classy image, but you can come up with a lesser price point commodity by either reducing the quantity of the product or the packaging size, so that it can again initiate people to start buying your brand. Okay. And the last thing I would say, that the luxury brands should be socially responsive. Now, what do I mean by socially responsive? Socially responsive means that it is not a method now that we can use the linear approach. The linear approach was that we are using a product and we are disposing of the product. Now we will have to have a cyclical approach. Now, cyclical means that every brand, whether it is a fashion brand, a luxury cosmetic brand, they will have to think of reduce, reuse and recycle. Because after this pandemic effect, even if things become normal, people will not forget it that easily. So you will have to create a brand that thinks about animal sensitivity, no testing on animals, eco-friendly products, recyclable products, because people will become very conscious that they are not harming the environment and Mother Earth anymore. So if I follow all these things like being socially responsive, innovative pricing, beyond values, that is become humanitarian brands, having virtual communities, connect with millennials on a digital platform, adapt for your consumers and make your brands more sustainable, I think after this period finishes, luxury brands will slowly see things coming up. Also, it is a positive thing that as human beings, we always try to bounce back to a state of normalcy. So this is also one side of the thing, that once this lockdown eases, people have stayed in the house for almost 2 months and everything has been so depressing. We are not meeting friends, we are not dressing up, we are not driving outside. So what may happen is that people may quickly come back. They will want to meet people at their homes first, may not be cafes. They would like to dress up. They may want to buy something that makes them happy. And so I think that the good days for the luxury brands are just out there. It is thus that we have to be more prepared, we have to be more sustainable, and we have to be more sensitive for the consumers post lockdown. So happy selling and have a happy, safe stay. Bye.